Oh, it's me, Reza Gaming. We're back for some more Oxygen Not Included. I'm a bit late today because it's just really hot in the UK, and it's cooled down a bit now. So hopefully I'm going to go a bit late because it's the weekend. We'll see. Yeah, just hanging out at present, I think, is the goal. There's actually a few things that we're waiting on. So our Slickster Ranch, oh my god, chug to life. our Slickster Ranch is set up and ready to go. The main issue is we need this guy to grow up, and we need him to multiply. There are more Slickster eggs on the other planet, and I could actually go ahead and use the Printerceptor to get one as well, if I really felt like it. I'm just going to keep an eye out for the eggs. We're going to inspect the fellas. It does actually show the reproduction chances now, so maybe we should just look at each individual Slickster and see which ones are likely to lay an egg soon. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? This was the one that just laid an egg, I'm pretty sure. Some of these guys are miserable, so they're not actually going to lay any eggs. Oh, did this guy just lay one? Yeah, these guys are quite fresh. Bad timing. This one is looking like it will lay an egg on this stream, but I'm probably not going to wait around that long. Should be alright. You need to actually poop some more oil so that you fill this bottom row and you stop going in and out of the ranch so we can actually groom you properly. But obviously we're not going to groom you as a little baby either. We have actually set up all of the automation and the mechatronics in the Slickster Ranch. So it should all work properly. The main element that I've left is I need to probably get rid of this polluted oxygen from this area. In fact, what I should probably do for that is I should probably put some airflow tiles somewhere or something. Just to let it out, just initially, while we're letting it settle. That's probably a good idea. I'll put some airflow tiles here. I do actually have... Okay, so I don't mind having some long hair Slicksters get produced. Because we're producing way more oxygen than we need with this base. We have the cool steam vent with a load of steam turbines just absolutely going crazy. I'll need to mop this, I think. But yeah, it's going absolutely crazy. Producing so much hydrogen, so much oxygen. We're never going to be lacking for these resources. So I'm pretty happy with that. There's a wire bridge that's broken. I know the electrolyzer's broken. Did I just bypass this completely? I did. Okay, well, just remove that then. And then you can remove this one and this one as well. Hello, the magnificent Michael. Hope you're doing well. Another day, another question. What's the best way for early liquid oxygen? Just cool hydrogen to minus 184. Yeah. Thermoregulators are what you're looking for. They're not very power efficient compared to an aqua tuner, but they will get to those liquid oxygen temperatures very quickly. So it is something you can do for that. The anti-entropy thermonullifier building is also a pretty good one for that. You just fill it with 10 grams per second of hydrogen and it gives you 80 DTUs per second, 80 kDTUs per second of cooling. So it's not a lot, but it is enough to definitely get some oxygen cold enough to liquefy. Those are probably the main two things I would recommend for liquid oxygen until you can actually get access to supercoolant and do it the proper way. Hello, Mr. Lum. You're in the lum-shaped room. Well, it's not lum-shaped, but you know what I mean. Let's actually sort the decor out here. We're going to recruit George at some point. It's still quite hot, and we're going to be around for a while, so I'm just going to do a couple of miscellaneous tasks. What do I like to do with this bit? Well, first of all, let's actually dig up the slime. This slime doesn't have any germs in it. So we do actually want all of this. I don't think there's any reason not to just harvest everything. There's even some algae. Yeah, I'm just going to dig all of this. And in fact, if I actually just dig everything associated with George, I'll just build some metal tiles around it, and that means we won't have to sweep all the debris. So I think that should work. Do I just run a radiant pipe to the oxygen gas, or run the radiant pipe to metal tile first? Gases and solid tiles have a 25 times bonus to conductivity. The metal tile is going to be way more conductive than any gas. But I'm not sure it makes a difference. I don't think the thermal conductivity is going to be the constraint of what you're doing. It's mostly just going to be making sure that the room with your oxygen to liquefy is very well insulated. Because you obviously don't want any heat leaking into the room for any reason. Let's see. Go ahead and grab that gunk. That's fine. I'm glad the salt water is starting to settle down here. That's good. Yeah, so, as stated before, the general goal of this run is to get the biodiesel rocket working. There is an asteroid over here that has a sap tree on it. We want to send the organic dupes, because it's all bionic dupes here. We want to send the organic dupes, George, Minnow, and the frozen friend on the teleporter planet to that asteroid so that we can actually just feed the tree a load of pin pockets. Because pin pockets provide the most kilogram-dense source of calories in the game, and you feed the sap tree on a kilogram basis, so it's the most efficient way of producing sap in the game, and I want to give it a try. But we're doing a few miscellaneous tasks in the meantime. Nothing out of the ordinary. Large solid oxidizer tank. So we filled up the liquid fuel tank with biodiesel. We can't reach this. I think we just need a ladder. But we've established that you can't actually launch the rocket like this. If we put a ladder here, that's going to get in the way of the launch, isn't it? So why can't we actually... Is this something we need a gantry for? Or is this a case where I'm just going to need... Can you not actually get out here? I'm sure you can. Where are you all? So they can get up here. This looks like a bit they can climb on. It looks like the issue is they can't climb on this bit here. Shall I put some gantries in? I think that might be reasonable. Or we could do... I'm not sure an auto sweeper would work. Yeah, maybe it would work if we put it here. Do we even have the gantry? We do. You know, I actually forget how this even works. So, what if I yellow alerted? Oh, Christ. Okay. That'll do. Yeah. Why am I beeping? God, I have literally completely forgotten how gantries work. Should we just put one in? Right, Mimula Bliss Bursts? I'll get some Bliss Bursts, it's fine. Hope we're doing well, Quantum Zari. Having an inner lining of metal tiles through a cryofuel tank can help. Yeah. Good idea. How's the tallow gear bomb situation? We have 379 units. No actual tallow currently. Let's actually put some in the thing again. Note to self, do not put medicine in here. We've got some pills rotating around forever now. Which I probably shouldn't have in here, but I do. I don't actually think I have any way of getting them off this conveyor. So, yeah, that's fun. Yeah, melt those down, get some more tallow out. Why aren't you running? Wait. Why aren't you running? What's the situation with the automation? Oh, the biodiesel's too hot. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. That's fine. Yep. Good to see the gun palms are growing again. Right, I am gonna need to make some lice loads to recruit Minnow at some point. Not the end of the world. Okay, we dug all of that stuff out. Metal tiles. Metal tiles are your friend for George. They give a huge amount of decor over a large radius. It's better than wood tiles, and gold gets a plus 50% bonus. So if we just surround George with gold tiles, I think that will do a lot of the work for us. And then what we can actually do is we can literally just come over here. Oh, you know what? Just put a ladder here. And dig this. Friday 9 that. Call it a day. Okay, well maybe don't make it out of basalt. How about you make it out of sedimentary rock? Is there sedimentary rock in here? No, this is all igneous rock. You're grabbing all the slime? Good. It has been very hot in the UK recently. We actually all received the national security alert today about wildfires on our phones at like 7 o'clock. I kind of forgot those were a thing. Hello, Yang. Would it work if you move the oxidizer directly down to the spacefarer? Yeah, that might be a better idea. We should figure out how the gantry works, though, surely. It requires 1.2 kilowatts of power. Yeah, and then it goes under here. Well, that's fine, because we don't need to activate it very often. I want to use the gantry. Like, why not? Let's have some fun. Don't want to make the wire out of lead. I probably actually want to make it out of steel, don't I? It's going up to the rocket. And I probably shouldn't be making it out of rubber either. Well... Oh, that's a thing, isn't it? Let's see. If you see a monk selling flowers, never ever buy them. Only you can prevent florist friars. Oh my god. That gantry placement will prevent the rocket from launching. Yeah, because it sticks out onto that tile. So what, I'd have to do it, like, here? That's what we're looking for, isn't it? So the ladder would actually go up here. I guess. I did actually decide to make that ladder out of obsidian. You know what I think we'll do? Let's just have the wire go like, this. See how that goes. And then I'll get rid of all this ladder eventually as well. So yeah, we need to build the research module. I think I could just swap these around. Because I don't need actual access to the other things. So this can collect data banks. Are there any other... Oh, I see what you mean now. I see what you mean now. Yeah. We could totally just move this up to where the Spacefarer module is if they're doing manual deliveries. Oh, okay. Let's not bother with all of this, though. Oh, cock. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so... Add module... Research module? Where are you? We definitely wanted an... Oh, there you are, okay. Yeah. And then add the artifact module. Oh, and is there a reason I'm using a large solid oxidizer tank? We don't need this much oxidizer, do we? Does it actually say how much oxidizer you need on the rocket? Because you're right, we probably could swap it out. Okay, do that. Is there anything else we want? Is there a reason we're not actually doing a drill cone? Is it just because the research requires a lot of data banks? I think it's just because the research requires a lot of data banks. I feel like I've forgotten everything I used to know about this. I just don't actually do the rocket travel enough to remember it. I know it's a really lame excuse. I've got to decide what I want to do with the rocket as well. I think I had a really good layout in the series run. I'm going to look up what we did in the series run. If you're using oxalite, one small tank will supply enough for one liquid fuel tank. Okay, let's do that first. Also, who's trapped? Okay, you're trapped, but that's a pretty easy one to solve. Your decor is actually going up as we speak, and it'll get even higher once you're no longer seeing all of the decor. I'll need to dig this as well. And then we'll put some more tiles in over here, I think. Could do that. That would work. But actually, Yeah, yeah, go ahead and dig that. I'll look up what we did in the series run and we'll do the same thing. Right, so change module. Small solid oxidizer tank. Now the thing is, how would I actually know when to build the small one or when to build the large one? Is this just something you have to memorize? I feel like there's probably not going to be that neat of a way of doing that. It's not going to be reachable unless it's in range of this, so I think I just need him to build the other ones first and then go from there. Or, well, you know what it looks like. I think 2 small solid oxidizers could store more than the big one while being a tile shorter. But why does the big one exist then? That's kind of silly. That's just silly. Hello gamers, hello Charlie Kelly. Why has that been a thing in the game forever? That doesn't make any sense. I'm getting angry. What's going on here? Why have we got a large amount of, well, it's not a large amount of nuclear waste. Why are these browning out? Oh, we're just out of power. How are we out of power? I should definitely actually be tuning these, right? That one's hooked up to some tidal turbines, so I get why that one's not doing it. This should definitely be tuned. This should definitely be tuned. Ah, dig back wall. The only reason to build a large is if you have the rocketry expanded mod which buffs it. That should, that Clay should fix that. I know they haven't. I know that it's been years and they haven't, but there's literally no point if the building is useless. Okay, the good news is the Slickster lava has now confined itself to the ranch. It is going to go down here occasionally, in principle, but it will stop going down there once the oil level fills up and it would start drowning. Actually, you know what? Let's speed up for a little bit. Let's see if the Slickster actually ever descends into this room now. I'm not convinced it will. Well, the other thing is, so the polluted oxygen, I think, is eventually going to get up there. I also want to make sure we can access this carbon dioxide. So how about we actually... That could be tricky. Actually, are the squids protecting? The squids are currently not protecting. So I'm going to tell them to come in here and dig all of this. I don't think there's any specific reason not to. Go ahead and dig the back wall as well, because we can do the materials. Okay, definitely one of the many things Clay should fix and could fix by editing a single number. Yeah. That makes me sad. Hip is on the move. Right, I'll tell you to relocate this debris here as well. How are you doing? You're 62% of the way there. I suspect the drywall might be enough. Now, a glass back wall gives plus 15 decor, and we could do it with diamond. That gives plus 100. That might be overkill, though, and I don't want to use the diamond on that, so we'll just do granite. Temperature plates. Temperature plates? Drywall. Christ. Can you tell it's hot? Ingest the smelly air. The other thing is, if we're actually going to recruit George at some point, we have the natural gas. It just sounds like the aquarium chiller is turned on. Fair enough, fair enough. If we're actually going to recruit George, then we should get a gas range. Where would I put that? Probably here, right? I I don't need anything super specific. In fact, maybe I'll just put it here. We're not generally going to be using a lot of cooking utensils in this run. Is that everything researched now? That tier? Almost. Good. On the bright side, they did fix gas tanks. Yeah, it's clear that they are looking at stuff, but I'm sure they're like me in that they have a list of priorities they're getting through, and they never quite actually reach the end of it. Guess I'll speed up a little bit. How's the biodiesel situation? Okay, biodiesel is actually full. Does that mean that we're just not making it anymore? Yes. So we have plenty of phyto oil. Pipe blocked. Insufficient phyto oil. Oh, because it's full of biodiesel. Yeah. That pipe is actually almost completely backed up now. Okay. Should I make another liquid tank? I will make another liquid tank because there is room. Pretty easy. So that pipe will just change to do this. Yeah. Cut that. That's fine. None of that's an emergency. This is all cold biodiesel anyways, because they're making it with the emulsifier. But yeah, let's actually get the biodiesel rocket launched today. Do some stuff with that. Meantime, we can watch our slickster. We have filled up these tanks of brackine. I'm not sure why that outlet is showing. Okay. We'll get this ranch and this ranch filled first, and we'll get them to start breeding, and then we'll decide what to do. Obviously, at the moment, I'm expecting you guys to mostly lay long hair eggs. Okay, that was enough decor, apparently. That's good. Right, let's actually get the... Let's get the gas range set up. We'll start to see what we can possibly do right now. And again, I'm not actually planning on recruiting any biological dupe until we can just straight up send them safely as well to the tree, sap tree asteroid. Right, the gas pipe. Gas is here, that's fine. That doesn't need to be super elaborate either. Probably should set up a lamp. Do I care? I don't think I'm going to be using this regularly enough for it to matter, so I don't think I care. We're not going to be cooking anything except for on the actual sap tree planet. This is just a means to an end, and that end is George. It's George's end. Not literally, it's George's beginning. Guess probably 9Ds. Oh, we need the... Yeah, we got the cartography module. Yeah, that's fine. Do we want anything else? We probably don't want the robo-pilot module. We probably are going to want the Trailblazer module and stuff. Now let's think about this. How will we actually be able to reach that on this rocket? There's going to be a lot of shuffling around, isn't there? Well, we will need a Trailblazer, we will need a rover, so let's actually add these. And then we'll rotate them and fill them as needed. And, okay, not like that. I don't really mind about the specific order in which this gets done. I guess I am just going to rotate everything up and down here to get it built, though. That's kind of irritating. Yeah, I guess. I guess it's what a rocket can look like. Well, I guess build this. How's this looking? Yeah, we could put some more tallow in here, make some more tallow. Let's load that up again. Nope. There you go. I don't want to load too much tallow gear balm in here at once, just in case it overflows again. That's the one complaint I have about this system, is I need to find a way to better actually manage the amount of tallow gear balm I'm inserting at a time. But that's okay. I'm glad this system has worked, and that we figured out what to do, what not to do. Oh, we've got a lot of biodiesel here, actually. That's room temperature now. Just through sheer brute force. Oh, I need a grilling booster. That's funny. Do I have a grilling booster? I'll make one. Also, someone's missing a bedroom. I was gonna tile this out, wasn't I? Yeah, I'll tile this out. So what? Coquina. Tiles. Shouldn't take too long to get this done. We can make some more bedrooms over here. We got plenty of plastic, so I'm gonna put these back now. Oh my god, that is so much plastic. That's a good sign. Were there any other tiles I wanted to do we haven't done? Not really. They're kind of good, actually. Well, I mean, I guess I could do this. This could be plastic. I haven't actually started venting this room yet. Oh! Yeah, I'm gonna need to do that. We're breeding poke shells in here, and we actually have oak shell rows now. I did want to dispose of these at some point. Did I not move a bottle of liquid in here and empty it? Wasn't this specifically what this was for? No. I guess I'll let you actually dump ethanol in here. This room's almost full of ethanol. That's good. That means we can start filling this room with ethanol. BFR can activate this. But yeah, how are your chances now? Your body temperature is high? Really? Well, I guess that makes sense. You'll be fine. It needs to be below 40 degrees. Yeah. That makes sense. Right. So you should be doing this right now. Then that... Actually, you know what? I don't actually even need you to do that. I just need you to dump the bottle, right? Yeah. So relocate here. Disable this. Yeah, eat that polluted dirt. Yeah, what are your odds? 25%? 28%? So it is trending towards 100% oak shells, but it's going to take a while. Oh, the egg has been removed. That's good, that's good. I need you to empty this immediately before I forget. In fact, you're literally about to go pick it up now, aren't you? Yeah. Go for it. Then we can start pumping the gas out of here, but I guess if I'm going to do that, I might as well actually get these tiles done first. No. I literally yellow alerted. I literally yellow alerted for you to not do that. I can empty it here, it's still going to flow out. Right, Eduardo, empty it. There you go. I don't mind if there's a bit of ethanol in here either. Right, so that means once I've built those, I can plug this in again. I love watching you as I'm still fighting to finish the base game. Yes, no worries. I'm glad you're learning something. I am looking forward to next week when it gets a bit cooler again, because this week I've been all over the place mentally. I woke up at 4 AM today and I didn't actually get back to sleep, so I just stayed up. Did the Overwatch event this week before work. That's not what you should be doing on a Friday. I did also actually release a short about the liquid, the thermal aquatuner bypass. The design that we used in the recent polluted brine vent build with the valve. I'm quite a big fan of that. Right, let's get this carbon dioxide out of here now. I don't think we're going to make any of these other tiles. Plastic. But yeah, this is obviously leaking a load of heat at the moment. So we need to get all this gas out of here. This will be a vacuum, so I don't think I actually need to put some liquid here either. One of those things that would be nice to have, but that would explain why this wasn't cooling down properly, because it's just leaking the cooling everywhere else. Even though the carbon dioxide isn't very conductive, it would have enough of an effect, I think, to be significant. Alright, how'd that go? You dug that. Carbon dioxide can leak through there, that's good. This next to it is in the pit. That's fine. Well, you're probably going to get out of the pit. Oh, you're sleeping. Well, that's fine. You're a baby. Babies are allowed to sleep. Right. Okay, so... Grilling booster. Who is going to grill? Is it me? Am I going to grill? I think it might be me. I'm a relatively... Oh, we already have 4 grilling boosters. What am I even doing? Right. More booster slots. Ranching. Climate control for Jafer. Yang is now maxed out as well. You can start to get maxed out. Morale is pretty good for these guys, so that's good. Electrical engineering for you. Eduardo can have... I do like the athletics. Yeah, that'll do for now. And then we'll need to get cooking, literally. So, you still need to build a gas pipe, that's fine. Right, what would be the easiest thing to make? So, bearing in mind that we have pinch peppers. So, stuffed berries should be pretty easy. Mushroom wrap. We could do mushroom wrap. We could grow lettuce pretty easily and make that. Pepper bread is something that could potentially be made as well. If we could do the mushroom wrap, we could do the mushroom quiche. We might need a grill. Okay, the liquid level's pretty low here, so I'm going to dig this. We're going to put a grill here too. The sushi roll also counts, but we need the lice loaf. I don't believe the uni counts. No. It has to be quality 4. Interesting, interesting. Right, let's put the grill in. There you go. So let's have a think about this, right? Dusk counts. You know what? Get this yellow alert out of here. Let me search for seeds. We have a dust cap seed. I imagine we should. Reading comprehension moment. I don't think we do. We have the meal with seeds, we just need to actually cool them down. don't have any extra data banks apart from the ones that we're occasionally choosing from this. I think this is perhaps a sign that we should lean on the side of sushi. The other thing is what... Let's see. So the dust cap is in the slimy biomes, which you don't actually have access to. I don't believe there's any dust cap seeds in this area with George. Let's have a look at the other planet. So we could get some sleet wheats. There are some sleet wheat grains here. The volcano did in fact block itself. That's good. I think this may be a case where we go and make the pepper bread and stuff. That might be the easiest thing to do. Okay, so... pepper bread. Consumables. Well, we can't set it yet. We're going to need someone to go back and fix that. So let's go send someone who can dig. I don't think it really matters who we're going to send. Let's just send Nemetrek. We keep sending Nemetrek everywhere. It's fine. And you can just deliver a load of sleet wheats back. We can cook those. We don't actually have a freezer, so we probably don't want to send that many sleet wheats back. Just enough to make the pepper bread. And then, do we have mushrooms over here? Probably not. No. Mixed berry pie is probably something we could entertain, but I think at that point I'd just do the sushi. I think we will literally just grow some mealwoods. We will cool some mealwoods, because if we look here as well, the George area is cold. This area down here is cool enough for growing mealwoods. So I probably... this is going to be a bit silly. I probably could set up a little farm here. And we can just grow some mealwoods and make some lice loaf. And then we can make the sushis. I realize I've been absolutely all over the place with this. Let's put a... let's put a micro musher here as well. Ugh. When in doubt about what to do on a hot day, all we need to do is actually recruit George. Or at least get to the point where we can recruit George. I think perhaps what we should do is we should take the food and we should stash it somewhere where it's not going to spoil, and then we can feed it to George at a time of our choosing. So let's go here. Cooking ingredients, sleet wheat grains. And then I think the most rational thing to do would be to come in and grab the ones that are going to spoil anyways. So probably a case of just coming in like this. I don't mind you going and running on the wheel to start. That's okay. And I think we're making enough brackine. Is the brackine just going to keep backing up in the pipe forever? It probably is. I did actually make a load of liquid reservoirs. It's not really filling that yet. Well, if I set you to priority 8, we could set the cooking to priority 9. I don't think there's anything I actually want to make here. I don't know why I made... oh, the omelette for the mushroom quiche. Yeah. Well, that would need the fried mushrooms, so we're not going to do that, right? We do need to make the... oh, wait, we can make a load of pemmican? Why aren't I making pemmican? That should be a thing. Make pemmican to actually feed the dupes. That's actually a fair point. We can make a ton of pemmican from all the random meat on the map. We'll get a load of meat from the slicksters as well. Ooh, I'm liking this, actually. Maybe I'll put a lamp here. We can make the pemmican and just store it up and do stuff with it. We haven't really had to yet, but that means we don't have to worry about storing a load of food for George. We're only ever going to have the 3 organic dupes, so we might just be able to make enough pemmican doing that. Tallow is very efficient mass-wise as a calorie multiplier, so we should never run out of tallow if we're just being even slightly reasonable about melting some of our gear bombs every now and then. So let's actually put a... Yeah, let's do a thing. I'm just going to put it here. I don't care about the other building. This is the one that we're actually going to use. So, furniture, light... And that wire can just go there, I guess. Right, how's that going? You've presumably actually delivered the sleep wheat at this point. So let's set that's priority 9. That is the sleep wheat. That will have been dumped over here. Yes, it has been dumped over there. Okay. Good, good. And then we're fertilizing and growing these pretty quickly, so... Oh, all the pinch of peppers are going into a conveyor receptacle. Well, maybe for now. Maybe for now we just cut these off. Wait, are you just constantly at yellow load now? That's no good. Yeah, that's probably no good. How about we turn off this power bank charger? We'll see if that comes back to bite us. So you should finish growing pretty soon. Oh, the air pressure is too high. The carbon dioxide air pressure is too high. Okay, so what are we going to do about that? Realistically, okay, we've done the decor in this area. I think what we actually do is let some of this gas out this way. That should help. Is there any more basic research to do? Not really. Okay, well, we'll leave the rest for now. Are you an adult yet? No. You're still a baby. You're very close to being an adult. Should we just watch you become an adult? A goopy little Slickster lava. What does it say about Slicksters again? Oh, there he is. He's done. Great. You're drinking. Oh, wow. That's that looks slightly weird. Right, let's have a look at you. Yeah, have a nice big poop. Oh, you're getting cozy. Okie dokie. Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, feels just like home. It is time for you to get groomed by someone. I think I'm going to have to start adjusting some of these priorities. What can be a lower priority? Guild goes, I think we're actually okay. So let's set that's priority 8. Ore hulls? How is the ore hull situation? They're quite crowded. Now, we're not feeding these guys with a fountain. But they don't seem to be awful. So... I don't think our room separation has worked. It's not currently too bad. You are getting groomed. So what? This should be producing a decent amount of iron ore for us. presume all the iron ore is going to end up over here, but I think people have just been using it for things. So I'm going to not worry about that. Right, is this just one? Oh, you are doing the cook supply as I speak, sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you. There's the sleep-weak brains. So they shouldn't actually... They shouldn't actually off-gas... No, they shouldn't actually expire while they're in the gas range, right? Now we're going to have some ginger peppers too. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, these are changing at 0% freshness, so we're all good. On that front, at least. So who's going to come and do this errand? Oh, it's me. I need to actually give myself cooking priority. That would be a good idea. So I guess lower the building priority for me. And then I'll come here and do this. And then we'll deliver the pepper bread to George straight away. What are we doing? The game heard that we're trying to recruit George, so it gave us spicy tofu. Nice. Right, okay. Now, we don't have anything in here that eats spicy tofu, right? So let's set that to... We could make spicy tofu if we wanted. We have nosh sprouts on the map. That was definitely something to consider. That's going to show up, isn't it? Yeah. Hello, Shana Plays. Hope you're doing well. Been some time since you dropped by. No worries. Hope you're doing well. We're on the Aquatic Planet Pack. We have all Bionic duplicants, except we're going to try and recruit George. This is a thing that I want to do at some point. And we're pretty close to being able to do it. Considering that we can actually make pemmican at scale, and we have a lot of muscle tongues available for someone to just eat, I probably should actually just prioritize that we do this. Also, this errand is just getting interrupted constantly. I'm going to have to separate some of these wires out, because this is no good. This, I'm going to cut that off. That's going to have to go there. So I just suspect that none of these intermediate consumers are actually doing anything. You were consumed by clan folk. Back to only now trying to figure out APP, so I'm here for inspiration. No worries. We did have a previous play where we did it with organic dupes, and we basically did a critter a day on the stream, and it was pretty good. We haven't done that much stuff with critters in this run, but we have got a little bit of an ore hole situation going on over here. I'm not super happy with this either, but at the moment it's working. And then, yeah, the hermit loved the food. That's good. You know what? If we've got a load of spicy tofu, let's actually just get George recruited and then he can eat the nice foods while they're around. You're watching in the background? Nice, nice. Yeah, guild goes are going well. Slicksters are about to get up to pace. We do actually need to groom you. That needs to be your top priority. This should probably... Yeah, that's a priority 8. That's fine. Farm stations should be priority 8. This could be a priority 7, actually, I think. Oh, I could put the farm station back in here. That's probably worth doing. That could be on a low priority as well. But yeah, don't set that to yellow alert anymore. I guess now we will let people consume spicy tofu. But none of the dupes can eat it. Upper pipe full. Oh, what happened here? Oh, whatever, I don't care. This one was only making lead. I don't need more lead making at the moment. Do I want to make... Do I want to make more rubber again? Maybe. Yeah, things are going well. You can keep tiling this as well, so that we can actually get in here and do these bedrooms. You're actually going to start making all that stuff. That's a bit of an odd... Eduardo, what are you doing? Pemmican is good for the soul. Is this minor or classic Meridian? I haven't watched the videos for this one yet. This is minor. Meridian minor cluster. So yeah, the next thing we want to do, we want to make some mealwoods. So I think what I will do is I will actually just put a... I'll put a door here. I'll put a door here and a door here. And then I am literally just going to put a couple of Oh, we can't fertilize. You can't fertilize mealwoods, guys. Don't worry about it. We're just going to stick them here because the temperature's alright. I probably could organize it better, but I'm not going to. So, just a load of these, please. How's the temperature over here, actually? Is this alright? That looks alright. Probably about the limit of where I want to go with that. Do I want to do more up here? I could do more up here. Yeah, grow those, then we'll make some lice loaves, and then we can make the sushi, and I think that'll be it. We're not going to run the brain machine. I don't know why I selected that story trait on this run. It was not necessary at all. We have actually successfully vacuumed out this room, which means the ethanol is starting to cool down. The poke shells will end up in this door. That's not exactly what I intended. Oh, that's because there is a guy in here. This guy is elected to get drowned. He was a baby and then he grew up inside this tile and now he can't move. But he's not technically confined. That's actually very funny. He's none the wiser. Yeah, this is gradually going to cool down to below -50 and then he'll get cooked. Or frozen rather, and then that'll get sorted out. I guess let's make these priority 9s. Is there anywhere where I just feel like dumping the food? There's lots of cold carbon dioxide zones. Are there any that are actually cold enough to keep it frozen? Because I don't need it to be generally accessible. I just need it to be... Not really. This is close. I just need it to be actually food safe. This is fossil, but that's too late. Well, I mean, there's the radioactive biome. I don't think there's a specific reason I can't just shove this... I can't just shove the food down here in the radioactive biome. Right? That makes sense, doesn't it? I guess I've got to be mindful of the liquid chlorine. Well, let's give it a try. I don't really want to commit to a food freezer because I don't think it's going to be necessary. We're not going to have any organic dupes on this asteroid long term. We just... I kind of want to get George so he can trigger overjoyed responses. And also just so that I'm not thinking about him in my spare time. I'm making the goop. Right, mealwoods. Looks like you are on the way. It's good. Right, we have 11 seeds. These grow pretty quickly, so we shouldn't have any problems with this. Yeah, get rid of the tree. We probably don't actually need these ones here as well, so don't worry about that. Then we need to make lice loaves. So that's going to be... Make it with mucin, because we have mucin. more of this meat we turn into pemmican, the better. Because that's what the dupes are going to be eating while they're hanging out here. In the meantime, let's keep tiling this over. Should all be reachable, right? In fact, I think we can actually start digging all of this out. I'm going to plastic this as well. And I'm also going to plastic that, because that's all good now. Then you can get dug out. Not technically confined is the best kind of confined. It literally is, because he's literally not unhappy either. Or he's not miserable anyways. Right, I think you're actually going to be ready, so let's just put the bed in here and stuff. Now the drywall situation in here is going to be a bit interesting, usual. So that is going to be that. Then we have this one along the floor. I'm sure I was going for a pattern here. Can I remember what I was actually going to do? I think probably one of these guys. And then let's do those. Then let's do these at the bottom. I think that will do. This is just so the dupes get the extra morale from going to defragment in their bedroom for one cycle, one scheduled block every 3 cycles. Right. What else? I guess these need to be priority 9 errands. I think I have definitely settled into the trap of priority 9ing everything again. How are you doing? Yeah, you're groomed, you're hydrated. Your wildness is going down. You have 11 happiness at the moment. Oil is increasing. The oil is spread out across this whole bit now. That's good. How are you feeling? That's good. Gas situation is improving. Although I do need to actually get this water out of here. It's irritating. Oh, I see what the issue is. I think that will be a case where I just put a tile here and then I get them to dig this out. That should be fine. Yeah, the problem is, so when it gets hot for a few days, that means the fish tank gets above 25 degrees C, which means the chiller turns on, which means the air temperature in the room goes up, which means it can't cool down properly. So if we get multiple days in a row where it's over 30 degrees, it just gets silly. How did this happen? This is just regular water? This should be a pitcher pump then. I'm concerned that we've got regular water here. Well, I'm not that concerned. I still think you should do a challenge run where you only use priorities 1 to 5. Yeah, I know. Right, sort that out. I don't mind those ice tiles staying there either. Right, mealwoods are growing. Mealwoods are not overly complicated. So once we've done the mealwoods, we can literally just do... well, it will let us do this. And then we can find a calamari. We have 1 ton of nori. Nori does not expire very quickly. That's good. Any other uses for nori other than feeding them to boreholes? No. Okay. We are feeding it to the boreholes. They are eating from the feeder. I think what I need to do... I think I need to ensure that... let's see... I think the Nori can go in the feeder, and that's fine. So let's just put an auto sweeper there. I don't think that will break anything, because it's not reaching any other buildings in this setup. No, don't make the wire out of steel. So yeah, the issue is now the chiller's on, so it's nighttime, but it's really humid outside, and the temperature is not decreasing that quickly, so the chiller is heating up the room faster than the air is flowing in and cooling down the room. So it's now 31 degrees in here, and it's like 9:15. And it's not a good system. But I also didn't want to move everything downstairs, and I didn't want to skip a stream because we have stuff to do, and I knew today was going to be pretty light anyways. I kind of just actually need a bit of time for these different ranch systems to get sorted out. Oh, looks like we've actually started dumping the poke shells in here, too. There. How did we get ethanol in here? Oh, we had a bottle. Okay, that's fine. What's going on here? Poke shell malts. Oh, no, 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 no. This should not be poke shell malts. It's just wood. Oh, this is the one with the friggin' poke shell malts. This got combined here when it shouldn't have. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. That one is definitely on me. So that means I'm gonna need to deconstruct these. Yeah, we just need a bit. We just need a bit of time to cook with some of these other builds that we've kind of got going in progress. But yeah, we've got to get actually making the ethanol again. Actually, is there a reason these can't just be chutes? I don't think there is. This tile is reachable by all of these auto sweepers. If I made these chutes, then this would avoid it clogging up in future if we had an issue like that. The main thing I would need to do is I need a 50-50 it like this. That should be fine. And then you're going to load all this crap out of here. Yeah, okay. Then you can priority 9 that construction. Yeah, do that one as well. Yeah, you're actually at freezing point now. That's good. He is now officially glum. I needed to do this as well so the water doesn't end up over here blocking in the polluted oxygen. That being said, the polluted oxygen level in here is pretty low now, so that's good. Once these guys start breeding, they're going to suck the CO2 out of here pretty quickly, but this is okay for now. These chutes need to be priority 9 as well. So we're having to priority 9 all the builds because we don't have that many dupes to the amount of errands we actually have now with all the different branching and moving equipment around going on. So we probably should print more dupes. But we're going to have George anyways, so I should probably not be super adamant about that. Right, you can dig that up. And then I shouldn't have actually dug this tile. I'll put a ladder here, and then I can tile this. That's all back wall, but we're going to remove that later anyways. Right, how's this looking? Oh! Let's get our friend back. What have you even been doing over here? Yeah, come back, Nemetrek. Oh look, we got a gulpfish. Just a naturally occurring gulpfish. Very cool, very cold. That's nice. Oh, we got 2? What? How? Oh, because it's next to the frozen biome, right? We just let it happen. I'm glad we remembered to bring Nematrek back. Right, nice food. Nice food can be stored in here in the carbon dioxide. Now, there is some polluted oxygen up here. I might need to generate a bit more carbon dioxide. Or we just dig this passage down. That's a lot of carbon dioxide in there. I'm not sure I want all of that in here. It says deep freeze sterile atmosphere down here. So let's put the sleep weeds down here. Oh, now it's flickering. Calamari. Fish fillets. Anything that we want to cook with. Spicy tofu can go down here as well, because we're not going to eat all of that. Pepper bread. Oh, we made the pepper bread. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do the pepper bread. So, I don't think we need to generally make that anymore. So, you can stop doing that. And then, let's get Georgia pepper bread. Connectien. Where's Connectien? He's fast. He's got the goods. Illets are growing pretty quickly. Yeah, George is alright. George is not too hard to sort out, but you do generally need natural gas and the gas range. Or the sushi bar. Yeah, I don't think we need to do any of these other ones. Berry sludge also does not count, sadly. George also does not eat Paku treats. Have people been using Paku treats? Have they had any success with them? That's one way of putting it. Right, how are you? You're tame now. So you're tame, you're happiness 10. Because you're in here on your own at the moment. You've had your brackine as well, and you've been groomed. So you're going to lay 2.5 eggs a cycle. That's good. So the eggs should end up here. And then they should end up automatically swimming out over this way. The main issue is... You're not actually going to produce that much oil yet, are you? He's trying. He doesn't consume very much calories. Is he going to give us a poop? No, he's just happy. He's got plenty of gas. I don't think it's going to count as drowning until the oil mass increases. We might have to manually move a few guys around while we're getting these oil channels set up. Oh. I realized something we actually need to do. The oil is going to pour into here eventually. I need to make it so that it actually pours into this room. I think the intent was it was going to flow out the top of this shaft, and then it was going to come down here, and then it was going to end up in this room. But I think we were intentionally planning on pouring it through this gap. I was going to bring some gunk here. That's what I was going to do. Well, let's not forget to do that. Get a bottle of gunk. I think it does specifically have to be gunk as well, because the crude oil needs to sit on top. Now, I think we should have a... Yeah, we do have a bottle of gunk. That's good. Okay, so you need to get relocated here. This is all going to be irrelevant until these ranches are full and the oil is here anyways, and then it'll pour over, and then it'll go into the pump. And this will be a mesh tile. I think if we have a single blob of gunk here, and then the crude oil pours over the top and falls down here, that's not going to cause an issue, right? Let's investigate. What we got in here? How? How have we been so lucky? So not only have we rolled spicy tofu twice in a row, not that that matters, really, but they've also just given us 3 slickster eggs, just straight up. Hilarious. Well, those guys will mature in due time, and then we can get them in here. In fact, actually, I think what I'll do, I'll take those slickster eggs. I'll put one of them in each ranch. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Actually, let's just put them all in. We could just move. We could just put 2 in each at the moment, so we can get these shafts filled with oil. Fantastic. Let's actually just yellow alert that to make sure it gets done, because I don't want them farting around and making oil in the wrong place. Now, did you empty the gunk? You did. Okay, that's good. So, we'll let the oil run this way. And then we will make this a mesh tile. It was supposed to rain today and it didn't rain. I'm sad. Looks like the eggs have been moved automatically to the deposit location. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that at the moment. Right, this is still filling up. That's good. How many oak shell? Wait, why are you angry? Oh. Why are you here? Oh. You have a bit of a problem. We have oak shell row now, so I think I do just want to let... the critters out, right? Let's set this to like 2. Oh, did Twitch change their ads? I just had one that didn't interrupt the stream, it was shown to the side of it. The video player just shrinks and goes back to normal size. Yeah, I really like that they have those. It's good. Why are you shut? Are you still trying to load this room? Oh, you are still trying to load this room. You just need to actually go in here. Oh. Well, that's slightly less dramatic. Yes, please insert yourself in the dropper. Have a nice day. There you go. Ta-da! And now we're getting these guys all ranched too. Good! Now the only thing is, they will wander out of here occasionally, but this room is set up so that it will, eventually when they all wander out, this door will shut. Oh look, he's grabbing some, crack. Good. You'll realize at some point. Yeah, see? It's all good. But you've wandered into here now? Is that good? Oh, there's a lump of granite here. Oh. You'll need to sweep that up. If materials get on those weight plates, it's actually a problem because they'll start wandering around. Now, there's not too many guys in here now, are there? There are too many guys in here. However, 9 is not the worst amount to have, so I'm not going to complain. Okay. Alright, so... the last thing we're waiting on for George is the mealwoods. We can definitely get this bed to Nematrek. You can have a tile here. And then we can actually deconstruct all of that. I could actually leave that ladder there if I wanted to. That's potentially fine. And then George could go up here. Now, for George, we're going to need a bathroom. So what I'm thinking is we put it right here. So let's actually go ahead and dig out all of this stuff. Obviously, we're not going to need a big bathroom. We're going to need a bathroom, and we're going to need to make sure that the Bionic dupes can't get in there. You don't want them gunking everything up. Now, the other thing is I can actually get rid of these buildings here. Get rid of that pitcher pump too. You know, you might as well get rid of that as well. It's fine. Just use YouTube and ad block. True. I mean, how dare you? Okay, let's go. Yeah, do that, and then... Am I planning on putting anything in this area? Not really. I think the plan was I was going to put transit tube things here at some point, and I might still do that. Thank you very much for the subscription, Anand Prakash on YouTube. Or Prakash. Hope you're having a good day. You're enjoying the videos. Right, now let's think about this. We've got the sieve right here. That sieve is set up to the carbon skimmer. Something's blocked. Oh. Was it just out of sand? Oh, okay. That's alright. It's kind of weird. That should... Actually, that should definitely be automated. We have 20 tons of sand here. We're never going to run out of sand. Because we have all the poke shells. So, why would I care about that? Right. Let's see. So, what we need is... Oh, I know what we're going to do. We're going to plug this into the thimble reeds, too. So... Lavatory. Yeah. Lavatory. Shower. Not sure that's the best option, but who knows. Having it in the middle. No, that's not, because we want... Where do I want to put the light? Oh, I don't know. Alright, let's put the sink here. Then... So that's the clean water. That's gonna go... Colony achievement earned. What colony achievement? Is this literally just because we built a lavatory, so now we got the toilet achievement at last? Launch your first rocket into space, enter an oil biome for the first time, have at least one toilet. There you go. We did it. We built a toilet on cycle 331. Right. So that's gonna go in here. And then this is all gonna go up here, I guess. And then the excess polluted water, because there will be an excess. Actually, you know what? Do it like this. Cut that. What's that pipe coming from? It's clean. Don't worry about that. Excess polluted water is going to come out this way. What's this achievement? Royal Flush! We got better bath and Royal Flush at the exact same time because we never built an outhouse and a wash basin. That's very funny. Right, all the excess water that doesn't go into the water sieve will go into the thimble reeds. So, down and up. That's nice that we can ignore that for a change. We did it! Yeah. We did it. They finally got a lavatory. Right, and then that's just going to merge in there, I think. That's probably fine. Okay, I'm not going to bother drywalling this. Well, maybe I will at some point. Let's go do this. Let's see. That will do. This one's only going to activate for the sink, but that's alright. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's fine. Right. And then that can go like that, I guess. You guys could build that at your leisure, I suppose. It's not critical to the success of the colony. Right. Nice and simple. Nice and simple drywall here. And then we'll put the green boat in here, and then that's where George will go. How's the food going? So we've got 130,000 non-perishable calories. Actually, we've got more, close to 150,000 because we never ate any of the muscle tongues, all the nutrient bars. Good. Okay. The other foods are not quite good because there's the polluted oxygen. So we need more carbon dioxide in here, which probably means, actually, I'm probably just going to dig into the abyssalite. Doesn't have to be a perfect seal. Off. Let's just let some of that carbon dioxide down here. In fact, actually, you know what? If we do it like this... Oh, that's the 800-degree rock. We probably don't want to dig past that. Yeah. Oh, just do that. We don't need to access it now. Well, you know what? Put a ladder here. Put a ladder here. That'll do. Oh, look! We got a poke shell in here. That's, wow. This guy's been having a real good time in there, apparently. Okay, you're actually stuck in the enclosure now, so now all the excess poke shells should go over there. You're down to minus 10 degrees. That will eventually cool. Right, how is the sushi situation looking? I think we probably are at the point where we can do that now, right? We need to make the lice loaf. Are these not actually being harvested? Or are you just about to harvest them? I think we just missed the timing on this. That's fine. And you're done with the pinch of peppers now, aren't you? We don't need them for pepper bread, so let's connect this wire back up. Get these grabbed. Oh, I'm gonna have to have a shower after this stream. I'm sure you guys really wanted to know that. I'm excited. We're actually going to have an organic dupe. This means we should probably actually try and prioritize minnow as well. The only thing is the caviar with the sequines. We're not going to do that today, so I'm not going to worry about that today. That'll be a next week job. I think at this point, I think this run is going smoothly enough. We don't have that much left to do. I think we will just finish this run and then we will go back to series. Because our remaining objectives for this run are pretty on the horizon now. So we'll just go ahead and do that. And then that way I'm not flitting between save files as well. I'm getting confused about that. Right, we should have Lice Loaf on the way now, right? I know we're still making the pemmican, and I am happy that you're still making the pemmican. There you go, that's the meal ice. Yeah, build that Priority 9 as well so we're not having to load the sieve now that we're going to have organic dupes in here as well. This is not allowed... Oh, right, hold on. Finish the building, and then we'll disable access once George joins. It's very, very important that we don't gunk this. Believe it or not, that has happened several times because I am generally not very attentive to that. Right, there you go. No bionics allowed. Bionic duplicants. Bionic the hedgehog. Okay. Yeah, there's more meal ice over there. Oil's gotten all the way to the end of this chute. Yeah, you're gonna lay loads of eggs. Good. That's not good. How'd the water get in here? Oh. Well, I know how the water got in here. I guess the better question is why. Oh, this is gonna be really irritating, I can just tell. You know what, do that, and then I'm just going to tile this in, and then that shouldn't be an issue. But I am definitely going to need you to deal with that at some point. It's probably alright for now, but we're definitely going to have to fix that in a minute. Right, so you should be making lice loaf. Yeah, you have made a lice loaf. Okay, so we can make a sushi roll. One sushi roll, please. And that should actually be good enough for George. It doesn't have to be the nigiri. Now, did you actually dig that path? You did. So a load of carbon dioxide has entered this area, which means this is now actually an effective freezer for our food forever. So anything that is something that is a finished food that is going to go off will go in here. Realistically, what actually is that going to be at this point? Not a lot. I'm not that concerned. It's just nice to have the option. Radioactivity keeps it fresh. Do I yellow alert this? I'm going to yellow alert this. Let's get George. Who's going to do that then? Charlie Kelly. And then it's me. You don't actually need a grilling booster to do the pemmican. I'm a-coming. Yep, red rectangles abound. Good. Obviously not very quick because we don't have the light and because we don't have a lot of cooking skill. There you go, sushi roll. So that should be it. This should be George, right? Charlie Kelly on the errand. Yeah, so we'll get Charlie Kelly to do that, and then make sure that George is well acclimated. Oh, I desperately need to sort this out. So let's actually just go ahead and... I don't really want to grab the oil, but I don't think we're going to be able to avoid it here. I don't think we can actually reach all of those tiles, so let's just start with the ones that we can reach and go from there. That ice is going to have to go. You know what? Leave that. I'm gonna have to actually put a bottle emptier in here to dump the rest of the oil, aren't I? Oh wow, this is gonna be super annoying. Just tell. Okay, we got the hermit. Okay. You know what? You know what? Don't worry about this for now. Let's just celebrate. Let's just celebrate our success. Oh my god, look! They're all wearing the friggin... They're all wearing the friggin' Atmos suits on the story trait complete window. That's ridiculous. He's excited, but he feels like a bit of an outsider still. Wow. He's in the shark tank. Very good, very good. Right, okay. So it's George. It's George. Oh yeah, George, you're gonna have a good time, because the whole asteroid is popped eardrums are full of crap. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's have a look at George. George is... Oh, George could be the chef. Wow. Okay, yeah, that works really well. That works really, really well. Let's give him fine dining. That means I can take off this friggin... booster. So where am I? Here. Yeah, get that out of here. Give me another construction booster, I guess. Okay. Right, so George... Oh, you know what? Let's just have a look at George's bio quickly. That screenshot is going to be the thumbnail, by the way, of the thing. Right, you are a shabby dresser, interior decorator. Okay, well, that's not perfect, but nobody's perfect. George gets to stay in the dress. Obviously, George isn't going to be able to wear an Atmos suit all the time like everyone else. So I'm not really sure how to best accommodate George. I guess we'll see. Also, what's his schedule? George needs a schedule. So this one is just going to be George. So that can be bedtime. Actually, you know what? Downtime 5. Work. George. Here you go. This might be a case where... Oh, I don't know whether George is even going to like it here or not. He's going to get the stress pretty quickly. From the popped eardrums. Liquid locked bedroom with Atmos suit dark. We could just literally just confine him to a pen. That is something we could do. Yeah, what are your skills like? So you got 14 cuisine. You got some points in science and medicine and creativity as well. And he does at least start with the 7 athletics, so that's good. But yeah, the atmosphere as well. Like, it's no longer popped eardrums in the oxygen. And so long as we got George doing the cooking errands, let's get rid of all my cooking priority. Yeah, he had 2, but he had -5 from the chilly surroundings debuff. George will need to probably heat himself up every now and then, I think. So perhaps that's something to put in as a space heater. Could do that. I don't think there's any reason not to just put it here for now. Wait, why is the carbon dioxide level so high? We need to get our Slickster operation going on the double. Okay, empty that, empty that. I am so annoyed that water ended up in here. Sweeping this up is going to be a pain. Hello, Engineer Troy. Hope you do well. We just recruited George, so we actually have a regular dupe on this asteroid now, which is a weird twist of fate. I'll get you to keep making sushi rolls as well, because we have lots of nori and lots of fish fillets. So I don't think there's any reason not to do that. Which means the sushi rolls can go over here. This is a very far away bridge. Oh well. So we're making sushi rolls, we're making lice loaves, but the lice loaves are all going into the production. Probably don't put the fish fillets and the calamaris in there. Let's make sure to queue up the nigiri as well. If we have the calamari. Right, you're angry now. And again, this is just because we need to get this up to temperature. So that's okay, but I probably need to make sure the dupes aren't really going in here at the moment. Oops, only he must die. No, so the aim of what we're doing with this run is we're going to send George, Minnow, and the Frozen Friend over to the Sap Tree asteroid, which I believe is somewhere over here. We're going to get there with a biodiesel rocket, and then we're going to grow a load of pin pockets, to make uni with the sushi thing. This is what George is going to do all day. And then we're going to get the tree producing sap at max efficiency, and then we're maybe going to do something with the sap. That's what I want to try out this run, because I think we definitely succeeded in surviving. The Bionic dupes had a few early hurdles, but for the most part, this has actually been a pretty boss-like run. Right, this needs a ladder. That could be granite, right? Is that granite? No, it's basalt. Okay. Basalt it is. Just gotta stop more meltwater getting into here. Okay, well the good news is that's all the water in that bit. I don't think it's so much of an issue if it's over here. I will need to get rid of that tile and that tile, so that means we're going to need to move these for now. Sap tree asteroid equals gulag. Yes, pretty much. You're recovering your breath, you're going to go have a shower. Yeah, do all of the morale stuff, and then, actually, George, I'm going to give you this bed. I'm going to give you Connectian's bed, because I'm getting the feeling you're probably going to need a carpet tile. That being said, I should probably just give everyone carpet tiles. I don't think there's any good reason not to. Wait, is that oil? No, it's gunk. Okay. Those red rectangles are sharper than knives. I hate them. Is that the price we must pay for the increased efficiency of the Bionic dupes? It's very possible. Yeah, this is why we have all these bedrooms, so they can just get their morale from going in the bedroom every now and then. The private bedroom giving them +3. Bionic dupes do not require a lot of morale. This is pretty good. The Nature Reserve, the Banquet Hall are doing a pretty big bonus as well. There's probably an argument I could... Well, the decor is nice as well, apparently. Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm hoping if you go up here, you've got less of a chance of having issues with that. Yeah, you've got high morale now, so that's good. Space heaters down here, that's okay. This only produces 18 kDTUs per second. This building, in case you're not familiar with space heaters, you should never actually use this to heat a room. It's not very efficient watts per DTU. But it is very good because it helps the duplicants recover from chilly surroundings. So this is for duplicant heating, not necessarily for base heating. There's George. Look, there he is. Oh no, he's not actually going to use that. What's he going to do then? Fabrication supply. Okay. Why can't George do this task? Going crazy. You are done on skill points. It's good. Chip. You know, power banking. That's good. Yep. We've had some insane printing pod luck recently. Right. So now I just need to sweep these two. And then I think we can leave those water bottles there. And I'm going to yellow empty these oil bottles. And then that should be fine. And I don't think we should end up with any more melting going on. Right, that can go there. That can get cancelled. That's good. You can empty that oil. You'll need to pick up all the water bottles, but you'll do that at some point because you always do that. And you could sweep this. Then I think once you've emptied this oil, you'll be good to go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, look, see, he's already picking up the water. How well behaved. Okay, so we have George. Because we have George, we should probably actually just get him to get the frozen friend and bring him over. So what we'll do is we'll send George, we'll send him back immediately. We'll get him to build a little enclosure for the frozen friend, and then we'll bring the frozen friend back, and then I'll need to make another set of beds, which should be fine, because I can at least make one here. This room is going to be irritating, but that's okay. Yeah, the frozen friend can come here, and then we can get this whole row set out. I'm going to have to dig these tiles. Make the floor. That's okay. All the carbon dioxide from the natural gas generators comes out here, but that's okay. Send George. He does look very dashing, doesn't he? Let's find out who our frozen friend is. So I've been putting that off for a while. Also, can we send you back now? We can't immediately send you back. That's probably okay. So let's defrost the friend, and then you've got less work to do. Right. Can I just interrupt you? If I interrupt you, then you'll go do it immediately, and then we can cut the suspense. There's enough food here for you guys for a little while anyways. It's a wren! Okay. What achievement is that? Oh, yeah, okay. Bet, right, what is your situation, Wren? You are bottomless stomach. Well, that's not the end of the world, because we're going to be making a lot of food, aren't we? You have 5 machinery, 5 strength. Okay. That's... Now, what are we going to want the guys to do on the planet, right? A lot of cooking. Probably a lot of machining as well. So let's actually give you supplying 2 and operating 1. Because you're going to be taking the sap and doing stuff with it, right? We'll want mechatronics as well. So getting you to mechatronics is actually going to be very convenient. Now, let's see. What are we going to do here? We're going to do the bare minimum. So, let's see. And schedule-wise, you need to go on the organics schedule. Filthy organics. There you go. So, let's see. Best tables are probably a good start. Beds. With ladder beds. That might be fun. Yeah, why not? You'll need the bathroom. Now, none of you can actually dig through this. I also don't really care about the germs, so you get an outhouse for now and you're going to like it. Probably also worth setting up a sublimation station, right? That's what we want to do here. I can just go in here, I guess. Actually, does that affect the... No industrial machinery. This is not industrial machinery, so that's good. The power generator is going to have to go outside. That's fine. So do that. You have...
Thank you.
The lead for a smart battery, but not the actual metal for a regular battery. It's kind of weird. Thank you very much for the subscription. Le Noodle Salad on YouTube. Hope you're having a good time. Yeah, dig those metal tiles and then we'll have enough metal. What loot do we have? Let's have a look. We already have that lavatory, but that's not bad. Right. Yeah, let's just speed to it for now. Then we'll put a jumbo battery down, right? There's no reason not to do a jumbo battery. You just have to actually... Oh! Don't send the metal... Oh, you're repairing the battery? Don't repair the battery. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, you're making metal power banks. Oh, you don't need to do that. Oh, he slipped. No. I told you not to repair that. Oh. I probably just told him to repair it by accident. Fair enough. Right, jumbo battery there. Regular wire. Now, I could probably just wrangle a plug slug into doing something in a random room, but I don't really want it making a load of hydrogen either, so I'm probably not going to bother. Let's get the rooms going for the morale. What buildings are broken? Oh, that bridge is broken. Interesting. I don't know why that is broken, so I'm just going to build a spare one for now, and we'll investigate that later. We've almost actually consumed all the hydrogen in this room. That's good, because that means we can actually fix this electrolyzer at some point. That being said, I'm not really sure we need to at the moment. We've got so many electrolyzers over here already. Do I actually want to run this carbon skimmer anymore? Probably do. This is probably not going to be super pleasant for the organic dupes. And at present, our plan is just to occasionally release massive amounts of oxygen from this room, which is not a very good plan. Oh my god, it's too hot in this room. I'm sorry, guy. The chiller is still running and it is now 32 degrees. We are probably pretty close to having this frost up again. Do you guys remember when I was doing that stream last year and the fish tank frosted up because the chiller was running? I think if we can get Ren back to the other asteroid and get the bedroom set up, I'll be pretty happy with what we've done today. Oh, well, yeah. Have fun with that, guys. I was umming and ahhing about whether to stream at all today because I knew it was going to be on the fence, but I didn't want to skip out. We're this close to actually wrapping this run up. It would feel silly not trying to go for it. Thing is, this room cools down when there's a breeze, but there's just no breeze tonight. I don't get why. It was supposed to rain. Well, at least it's groomed. Yeah, looks like we did get an extra egg. That's nice. Yeah, I guess just keep building all this stuff in the meantime. I'll set this to priority 9, and then when you're done building this, I'll just get George to go, and then 5 cycles later, we'll get Ren to go. We do need to make the bedrooms on this asteroid as well, but I need to make sure that we teleport George as soon as we can, because this is going to be the constraint on getting Ren back. Scolding? Oh. Yeah, that checks out. What? Why? Why? Is that really where the metal is? It's funny. You're a funny guy. Right, George, go. Ren, you're about to murder yourself. Get out of here. I'm gonna need to seal this bit off, I think. Make sure nobody goes down here. Ren is now suffocating. Ooh, this is a good combo. Hmm. Yes, perhaps do not wander past the volcano. Ren's fine. He's just a little injured. Well, Ren could just sit here for 5 cycles. If that's the case, I'm not actually going to worry about Ren very much. We'll just put Ren on the thing and make that a day. Right. George, go back. I don't think Ren's going to have a very fun time, if I'm going to be really honest. I mean, there is plenty of oxygen, but it's not going to be a very pleasant situation for you. In fact, I think I'm going to tell you to do that one first, and then I'm just going to tell you the rest. Then that one can be priority 9. So, yeah, stop moving there, move that. Doesn't it get hotter for you after it rains? Not really. It is cooling down outside now. It's only heating up in here because of the friggin... because of the friggin' aquarium chiller. But it's almost done running. But, like, the air in here is still going to be super hot. I got the chiller so that the fish get cool when I'm at work or I'm on holiday and there's a heat wave. But if I'm actually in the room when the chiller is on, it is not pleasant. It is going to be 30 degrees plus in here. Right, what are you doing now? You're going to go use the toilet. Well, good luck with that. This is not going to be very efficient, is it? Do you reckon he's actually going to get this built before he can go back? But equally, at that point, maybe I should just let him sit on this before we send him back. What's this asteroid? People are still doing stuff on that asteroid, so I'm not going to worry about that. If people start idling on the other asteroid, then I will investigate further. Yeah, your athletics is pretty low. Somehow he's not stressed. Even though he's been kind of just abandoned here now. You know what? Don't worry about that. Let me put this... What's this? Mud? Get you to remove that? No. I just need you to heal up first. Well, he did at least make it to the loo, so that's good. Yeah, you need to fix that. So you can go grab the materials from over there and sort that out. We have 36 tons of bleach stone now. Fun. You fertilizing these two? You are fertilizing those two. That's good. George is doing it. He's having a go. We shouldn't normally be making any of these. Unless we're getting sleep weeds from the other asteroid, which I don't think we will be doing. Wow, we made a lot of pemmican. That's good. Yeah, get this built, and then you can sleep on here. You can just stand here until you're fully healed, frankly. There we go. Good job, Red. You did it. Right. Okay. Well, yes. It's thoroughly too hot in here now, so I'm going to wrap it up a bit early. Apologies, everyone. But we did achieve a thing. We did get George recruited, and that is what I wanted to do. Oh, look! We've got a molten Stickster egg through sheer random luck. God, we have had insane luck with the printing pod and things like this today. That's very interesting, because this isn't even set up for the molten Stickster eggs. Well, we will go ahead and do that, but we're probably going to need to wait on that a little bit. Because... Oh, you know what we could do? We could actually put this up here. And then we could move these eggs. So what I could do is I could make this... Let's just do this before I go. I don't forget. So this could be Slickster eggs. No, hold on. This one is the correct eggs. So this one should be set to molten Slickster eggs. And then this one should be set to incorrect eggs, which will be Slicksters and long hairs, but we don't have long hairs yet. So copy that, copy that. And then this one will be set to molten Slickster eggs.
Killer fish.
Yeah.
Killer fish
Hello,
from
Redneck.
San Diego.
How are you?
I don't know what I am, but I taste really good. I'm a killer fish. Hello. I'll be your killer fish for the evening.
A killer fish.
Thank you.
Good. I am kind of overheating in my room because the chiller is on. So we're gonna wrap it up earlier than usual, unfortunately. But we did manage to recruit George. We have got organic dupes living among the Bionics now. Where is George? Let's go find George. He's not currently stressed, which is a good sign. He is recovering breath, which is not exactly ideal. But that's okay. Wait, why are you taking medicine? You shouldn't be taking medicine. Dupes should not be taking pills. Unless they are yang. What medicine would you be taking? Yeah, I will go cool down. But I want to make sure the eggs are in the right place first. Oh, no, you're fine. Okay. Yeah. It was kind of touch and go whether I was going to go today, but I wanted to at least get a little bit done. And we have. Right, so that egg is going to get dumped here now. And then we should have 2 Slickster eggs there. There's probably... I think I need to put a sorting here as well, so that we can actually get the Slickster eggs over here. We just want to categorize them based on the ranch. So I think this will be a case where we do it like this. That should be fine. Get that built. That won't take very long. Just want to make sure this is done before we go. So let's speed up. Yeah, we uncovered the Frosty Friend, but he got injured pretty bad going down to a volcano by accident. He didn't die, but he's pretty close, so we're just healing him back up, and then he's going to go back as well, I think. Probably without building any other stuff, but that's fine. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll set the setting on this, and then we'll log off. This should be fine. I will actually need to make a... Oh, I'll need to make another one here. And then that will dump up here. And then that will go to the molten Slickster drop-off. Because we get molten Slicksters in this one, we want to make sure they're dumped here. So that should sort the eggs. It's probably not perfect, but it will do. That will do. Cancel that. With this stream's luck, you should get a lottery ticket after the stream. I know, right? I mean, if I actually had good luck, it would have rained today, because it hasn't rained here in like 2 months, and I'm getting very concerned about the state of the climate. I was concerned before, but now that it's actually affecting me living my life and doing what I want to do. I know that's really bad. What's going on? Ren, oh, you're starving? Well, you have food, so I think you'll be alright. You're not gonna just starve yourself to death. No, you'll be okay. So set you to... Let's see. Set you to Slickster eggs. I still call them lava eggs. They still have the medicine errand pop up here and there, even if there's none to take, like the take your meds alarm clock. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Well, at least this isn't frosted over. That was like, I was actually concerned for like the electronics in my room when that happened. It's just like, what kind of environmental anomaly is this? I might find that bit and clip it. I might find that bit on the YouTube board. I can't remember when that was, but it was like last year. Anyways, that's gonna do. I'll save it now. The thumbnail will be George. Just a little dialogue, because it was amusing with all the suits. And that'll do for now. Oh, good lord. Right. Thanks very much for hanging out, everyone. It's been nice checking in with you all. It's been a busy week. Hopefully the last heat wave in a while. But yeah, if you like what you've seen, feel free to follow me on Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. More videos are going up on the YouTube channel. And, oh, whoops. Oh, that still worked. Probably nothing going up this week. I'm going to see my parents this weekend, so that'll be fun. But, yeah, my plan, I want to get the pip video done next week. About pip planting and pip branching. Because that's too important a topic for me to have not covered at this point. So, that's that. And, yeah, I'm not going to raid anyone, I'm just going to go. But have fun and enjoy your weekend. See ya.